Hey, it's Tim from Helix Gym. Thanks for checking out another video. We upload new content every Thursday for release on YouTube. In today's video, I want to teach you how to recover like a pro.
I'm Tim Frey and I'm on a mission to teach you the best tools, hacks, programs, and information to take your training, mindset, and nutrition to the next level.
So a couple of weeks ago, I was running our breathwork and cold exposure workshop on a Sunday, and one of my clients asked me what the best modalities for recovery were. So I thought it would be a good video for me to give you my opinion on what has worked best with my clients and from my personal experience.
Let's kick it.
So my first tip for optimizing recovery or recovering like a pro is doing cold exposure or cold baths. So we're lucky enough to have a cold bath here at Helix. The average temperature of this is just above 0 degrees, so it floats between freezing point and a little bit warmer, just for our members. At the moment, it is icy fucking cold. They reduce inflammation, swelling, and decrease muscle soreness. So the science is still a little bit unclear on ice baths in general, because science is unclear on everything or most things. So sometimes science will say one thing and then another, and they will have completely different points that are argued by different researchers and scientific findings. But I guess that's the beauty of it. You need to combine the science and what the science says and your anecdotal experience of how you feel. So the placebo is pretty interesting on ice baths. Personally, when I use an ice bath or cold exposure, I immediately feel better after. Maybe it's the like, holy shit, I didn't die in the ice kind of thing. But generally for me, I know I do feel better, and that's why I have one in my gym. So the second point is eating adequate amounts of protein. And I know I've gone through this in a few videos, but eating protein is essential for recovery. So imagine yourself, every time that you train, you break down your muscle tissues, fibers, etc. And to rebuild them or create anabolism and growth, you need protein that comes in, creates muscle protein synthesis, and rebuilds the muscle or the fiber in itself. And that is how we recover. Without adequate amounts of protein, you cannot recover, and your body will take protein from other sources from the body, and you'll actually degenerate or catabolize yourself. Okay, so that's catabolism. That's why I always say to get a minimum of 2 grams per kg of body weight in terms of protein, making sure after your workout that you want to have a carb and protein meal. So the carbs are pretty interesting. When carbohydrates turn to glycogen, they actually work in opposite with cortisol. So cortisol is produced as a catabolic stress hormone in response to training, and they kind of work in opposite to each other. As cortisol is increased, it's really hard for muscle protein synthesis to occur, and then they end up going in opposite of each other, and that is when you include carbohydrates and protein in a post-workout, or particularly carbohydrates. So the third way to increase or improve your recovery like a pro is sauna. So sauna and ice are one of those things that is super debated in the scientific literature. Once again, personally for me, I feel great after I do a sauna session. I have a sauna in my house, in the garage, which is an infrared sauna. It goes up to about 60 degrees. Everyone asked me how much it was, but it was about 3.5K, which is a 4-man sauna, which is a fucking bargain, I think. So generally with the sauna, I try to set myself like I'm gonna go in there for 30 minutes. When I get in the sauna, like a lot of people go in there with a phone or book or meditation or music or something like that. I try to go in with nothing and just focus on my breath or go through some kind of meditative practice or breath work. So with your sauna stuff, really good for relaxation of the body and mind. Obviously reduces inflammation and encourages or increases blood flow around the body. With blood flow becomes shuttling of nutrients around the body, and therefore the recovery effect. And then my fourth point is long duration static stretches. So for recovery, I'm a fan of long duration static stretches, and what that means is holding stretches for 2 minutes plus for each of the major muscle groups or stretches. I find this is really is good to be done for recovery benefits, not before workouts, but like after workouts or their own sessions. In short, just make sure you're stretching, and the stretches are done not before a workout, not after, just in their own session, if we're going to optimize length and mobility. Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget forget to drop a like or a comment below if you have any questions. It's been Tim from Helix Gym. Let's connect on Instagram at TimFrey, 2 underscores on the end, or check out my business Instagram or gym Instagram at Helix Gym. There is a free 4-week training program in the description below. It has been downloaded hundreds of times so far. Thank you so much for the support, but if you haven't got your copy yet, I will be taking that offline very soon, depending on when you're watching this. So Titanic.
To the point, no faking. Cooking them seeds like a pound of bacon. Burning them, being quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a